And when do things get really hard in college? Like Monday through Friday, I mean, it's a difficult experience to go to college. It's not any fun to stay up all night and write a term paper. It's not any fun to get exams loaded up on the same day. It's not any fun to study on a Friday night when your friends are, having a good time. College is a very difficult process. The point here is that if you have these rules inside of you, college, the rules in the darker blue column, college may be a conflicting experience for you. Remember we talked about the guys pushing the buttons and doing the shocks? They had one set of values that said respect authority. They had another set of values that said don't hurt anybody, and they were in conflict. Right? In order for you to be successful in college, and it's really important for you to get this concept, all right, especially those that raised your hand. In order for you to be successful in college, you're going to have to learn this formal language. You're going to have to study lots of hours. You're going to have to be willing to express your opinion. This is something valued in an academic community. You're going to have to think critically and deeply about issues. And if you're coming from an environment where those things are scoffed at, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel conflicted in an environment like this, right? You're going to feel like, no, I shouldn't talk a formal language like that because that's kind of what nerdy people do. And if you feel like that, that's okay, that's real. When you've been taught that for 20 years, that's how you feel. But you're going to somehow have to break through that. You're going to somehow have to challenge that. So I've got another set of questions for you. My first one, I think I know the answer to this one is, do you want to be academically successful? Yeah, that's something I think everybody wants. Second question. Are there hidden rules in your life that block or hinder your academic success? Yeah, possibly, right? Are you allowing those rules to influence you, affect your behavior? Possibly, right? You know yourself better than anybody else in the room. So my big question for you on this one is, what are you going to do about it? All right, now, first of all, let me say right up front, I'm not asking you to go home and get in a fight with your parents or, all those people. Those are the people that love you, all right? They're not setting up those rules intentionally to try to harm you. But there are sometimes rules set up in our lives that can get in the way of our success and our academic success. So what you need to do is be aware of those rules, and then you need to counter them. This is how you counter those rules, all right? This is not just a big slogan that we thought of that would look cool with a big, iPhone type of imagery. A couple of years ago, a number of us on the faculty ranks did a literature review. We looked at all kinds of research on successful students and what they do. And we boiled down what successful students do across the Falcon acronym, right? It didn't just happen to fit in the Falcon acronym. We forced it in there just so it'd be easy to memorize. But the stuff inside of this is real. The way you can counter that conflict that you may feel or those rules that are helping unravel your own success falls right under the acronym of Falcon. You need to focus on the work to be done. Successful students, they're academically disciplined. They spend appropriate amounts of time studying. They come to class well prepared. They turn in all their assignments on time, and they finish their programs. Across the whole country, Cerritos College, Cal State Long Beach, UCLA, Harvard, successful students at every single college are practicing that idea of focus. Advance. Successful students are constantly thinking about moving forward, advancing. They embrace this idea of learning all the time. It's a lifestyle. They make a long-term commitment to their subject. So once you pick your major, you're thinking it's going to take me a long time to major this. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time developing the expertise over time. Successful students, they link up. They join the academic community. This is critically important. If you raised your hand, it is very critical that you join the academic community. By this, I mean get involved. Meet with your professors. Go to their office hours. Get to know them. Bring a cup of coffee down. Bribe them somehow, just so you can sit there and talk to them. Study in groups with other students. Surround yourselves with good students. Look for mentors. Use the college resources. Join clubs on campus. Be deliberate about this. Don't just wait for the college to ask you in. You jump into the college. C is a study for comprehension. Don't just memorize shit and then let it go. All right? You got to keep that stuff. You got to keep that stuff so you understand it, so it stays with you. So when you're an engineer, all that math is there. When you're a physician, all that science is there. When you're a philosopher, all that writing is there. All right? You got to comprehend this material. Be well organized, especially Cerritos College students. You need to be well organized. You have complicated lives. A lot of you have jobs. A lot of you have family commitments. And then you have full-time classes on top of that. You have to stay impeccably organized. Finally, you need to embrace new ideas. Be curious. Exercise the practice of curiosity. Look for new perspectives. Try to figure out how. What I always say to students is when you take a class, try on all those hats that are discussed in that class. You don't have to like them. Try them on. See how they look. Take a look at them in the mirror. Some of them will look good on you. You keep them. Some of them will look ridiculous on you. Just get rid of it. But try it on. See what it feels like. Try these ideas out. All right? These are the habits of a student that is engaged in their college experience. So let me leave you with one little last idea here. All right?